All right, guys, I'm going to give you a build breakdown on my 2021 Husqvarna FE501s. I purchased this bike brand new in June of 21, and in stock form, it was awesome, but I've taken it to the next level. Start out back here, running a tidy tail from Moto. So you got your turn signals, brake light, everything all bunched in the one. Running a Metzler MC360. This is a non-DOT tire. But if you take a look, that has got about 600 miles street and dirt. And that's about, it's pretty much, I mean, I'm going to replace it pretty quick here, but that did really well for seeing street use and being a non-DOT. Running a Graves exhaust. This is a highly recommended mod. I was going for, your FMF or your pro circuit, and Taco Mike actually talked me in and said, hey, the Graves are badass and they're good stuff for the big bore 4-strokes, and I've been very happy with it. Running an Enduro Engineering soft seat. This seat I'm actually super unhappy with. If you take a look, it's kind of, I had to mold it. The gap was huge. Usually I don't really care about that kind of stuff, but brand new bike deserves a proper fitting seat, in my opinion. Coming over to this side, yes, this bike did come with a factory kickstand, but got to put the Fastway moto billet. We are running a stock countershaft. I believe it's a 14 tooth and a 49 tooth rear out back on a stock 520 chain, X-ring. Moving along here, P3 guards on everything, and a Molecule Motorsports skid plate. I wanted to run the Molecule for the simple fact that I've done metal stuff in the past, and it made the bike so heavy when you add all the metal protection on it. It just made it not enjoyable. It was a tank. So I tried to keep it light with this bike, and I feel I successfully did that. The bike feels great. Got your pro taper fat pegs, cycle gear, Fastway linkage with a 0.2 lowered with the built-in skid. I got in touch with Joel over at 707 Racing Suspension. Had the whole bike gone through, re-valves set up for some fast trail riding, and he killed it. The bike is awesome. Finally got to really test it out on some faster 3rd, 4th gear stuff, and it's awesome. The bike is great. Again, Moto with the front turn signals, E-line, carbon fiber guards, of course, Metzler MC360 front, Cycra Pro bends, tapped the handlebars, running a CR high, and I'm a little bit taller, so I have a spacer in here I got from Slavens Racing. I believe that's a 1/2 inch. Got your, I don't know what brand this is, but it's a quick fold down mirror. Let's see here, IMS 3.2 gallon tank. That was a big difference. That went from this bike stock would do about 70 miles before low fuel popped. Haven't hit it yet, but this is a guesstimate, 120 miles on this. Got a Emperor radiator cage. This is another Moto purchase, and this is a 1-piece unit, which is awesome because it's pretty easy to install and it's very strong. So that is really cool. You get these, Enduro Engineering. These are a pain to put on. You got to pull the radiator off and everything, like on my YZ here. So this was a great design. I love that. And it does have a vortex ECU. I have deleted the reed block in the air boot, and I also removed the screen on the air intake cage, I guess you could say, the backfire screen. I went ahead and dremeled that out as well. And the bike has been flawless, 300 miles on oil change intervals. And get this, get the odometer lit up here for you guys so I can give you some specs on her. So we got, I've owned this bike since new, 1,296 miles, 37.2 hours. And I own this bike since 0 miles, and I change oil about every 300 miles. I've never had an issue with it. I run 91 premium fuel through it, and all my riding is here in Northern California. Stony Ford, a lot of dirt roads and logging areas up by my house, a lot of ridges, and just a great all-around bike. And when you have your Husqvarna or your KTM 500 set up the way this is, it truly is a dirt bike with a license plate. And to be honest, it is the funnest thing I've done. Obviously I have a bunch of stuff here, and this is the best money I've ever spent on a motorcycle. Very, very much suggest it. If you're on the fence about getting a Husqvarna, and you're on the fence about doing the dual sport thing, the taco moto, the slavens racing, all this stuff, do it, man. This is the most fun I've ever had on a motorcycle. This is a actual dirt bike that you can ride down the street. You can cruise through downtown and then hit a dirt road and be up in the trails. Best money to date I've spent. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I sourced most of these parts through Taco Moto and Slavens Racing. And suspension is going to be done by Joel Burkett at 707 Racing Suspension out here in Roanoke Park. And that was a huge improvement as well. I do have a moto-minded Ruby coming. The stock headlight leaves a lot to be desired on this bike. So that's it. Once the headlight shows up, I can honestly consider this bike pretty much done. Thanks for watching, guys.